They're here, they're here, they're here. Oh my God. Oh my God, this is heavy. Ladies and gentlemen, today is the day. Some said it might not happen, others said I'm an idiot. But most of you said I can't wait. And today the wait is over. 3 months ago I made a video stating exactly why there's been a massive delay on building the drift Stang out. Well, it's been exactly 2 months from today. As of last Monday, we ordered some new parts. This is by far the single-handedly most expensive thing I've purchased for this car. I don't like spending money. Which, if my FedEx tracker is anything correct, the package should be arriving within the next 3 hours. So then we gotta wait for this to show up and then we can see what the package came with. Let's go wait. I'm not actually gonna sit here for 3 hours. While we do wait for this to show up, I did want to talk about like a few things of why I haven't made long form in over a month. There is a bar down at the bottom if you want to skip over this part, but I haven't made long form content in over a month, and that's because I wanted to focus on my short form content as I want to change directions with that. And I've done this in the past where I've wanted to like kind of adjust the content that I'm making because I wasn't too happy with what I've been putting out. Plus I wanted to increase the volume and figure out how to do that on top of making long form videos because it's February and now we're back to making long form content on top of short form, so we should be getting back into the swing of things real soon. And on top of that, I just heard the brakes of a box truck pull up out front, so this might be it. It is him. It is him. Where are my shoes? I can never find my shoes. They're here. They're here. They're here. Oh my God. Oh, Jesus Christmas, this is heavy. Oh, my back. Not only are these gonna completely change the entire look of the car, but it's just gonna be a whole different monster. I hate myself. I opened this upside down. May I present to you the newest addition to the Mustang. Oh my God. Wow, check these things out. This is like the first major modification to the Stang. Outside of the main coilovers that you guys see right here, we have the rear set springs, or not rear sets, I've been around bikes too long, but springs for the back of the car. I'm not gonna fully unwrap everything quite yet, but we will get to that. But these will go for the rear of the car, and in this wrapping is going to be the shocks for the rear of the car. That will be the full replacement for that. Also, I could be wrong on half of this stuff. I am an automotive moron when it comes to a lot of this. That's basically all of the stuff that comes with this kit. We just gotta make sure everything is set in stone and figure out how we're gonna install this. But after they get in, we'll have a little fun and test them out. We do need to go take the Stang out and get it washed up because that thing hasn't been cleaned in months. So let's go do that. While I get this thing cleaned up, I wanted to give at least a little update about what's been going on with the Instagram situation. If you don't know what's been going on, recently I have my Instagram account permanently disabled without warning and or reason. Now that may not sound like a big deal, but as a full-time content creator, that's like if I had a small business store and someone just took one of the best performing shops for no reason at all. Which if you want to hear more about this full story, I made an entire video about it which is linked below. As for what's been going on with any updates about the Instagram situation, we figured out the exact reason as to why my account was pulled in the first place. Turns out Instagram believes I was impersonating a celebrity, and when I went into further detail about it, I discovered that the person that they were claiming I was impersonating was Zach Chin, which if you can't tell by now, that's me. On top of that, my account was verified, so I don't really understand how that would even be possible, let alone if it's even possible to impersonate yourself. But at the end of the day, I did finally get in contact with somebody over at Meta after jumping through about 1,000 loopholes. And it seems everything is moving in the right direction now, but there is a lot of suspicious stuff being connected to why my account was flagged, but I'm not going to speak on it in the meantime until I fully know exactly what happened. But that's my update for those of you who have been asking about it. But anyways, back to the vlog. Alright, we are officially on our way out of the car wash, which was much needed, by the way, because I haven't washed this car in months. Why I'm washing it before we tear it down and then drift it, I have no idea. But I feel like it would look better on camera if the car was shiny while we're going sideways versus not shiny while going sideways. You know what I mean? As you guys know, I do not have a shop to actually work on the Mustang. but thankfully I have a few friends that run an Instagram account known as Shift Culture, and they do a bunch of automotive stuff, which if you want to check out their Instagram, I have them linked in my description. But they have a bunch of cool cars like a Ferrari F8, Ford GT, they got the whole shebang, and they're letting me use their shop to actually install the coilovers, and they have a burn yard in the backyard where we may or may not be having a little fun with this car. I don't want to give away too much yet of what we have planned, but it's going to be a fun video. But when I said it's going to completely change the look of this car, I am absolutely just not kidding at all. I'm actually going to pull over up here so you guys can see. So what I'm talking about exactly with this is the gap between here and here. You notice how I could fit probably around 3 fingers, maybe 4 if I'm feeling ballsy. But we're gonna try and drop this down enough where I could barely fit my pinky finger in there, but not so low where I have to roll my fenders. Which, if you don't know what rolling your fenders are, it's basically just pinching the inside fender liner so your tire tucks in, which is not what we're going for, because like I've said before, we're building this thing for drifting and not looks. It is gonna be a nice little touch to add on, but I want this thing to be going sideways and throwing up smoke, and to do that properly, I can't have a fully slammed car, but we can definitely make it look a lot better than the quote-unquote monster truck fitment that you guys are claiming that I have at the moment. Now, my main concern with doing this whole project is actually going to be messing with the brakes. I've never worked with brakes in the past, and to install coilovers, if you don't know, you have to actually remove the entire brake disc right back there, or the rotor, on top of the caliper to even get to the coilover in the first place. And some online said that I need to actually lower the rear subframe to get these coilovers in. I'm hoping that's not the case, because that's going to extend our process of how long this thing's actually going to take to get in, but we should be fine. And another main concern after the install itself is done, which you guys will see me horribly fail at or succeed at, is going to be these things. I have them all over in the front of my condo, and these are actually significantly lower than the ones I have in front of my condo, which the benefit of having the quote-unquote monster truck fitment, I can actually clear over these barriers with this front bumper. Once the car is dropped down, I no longer will have that ability, and seeing over this front hood with the seat height that I currently have is going to be an absolute pain in the ass. I will not be surprised if I destroy my front lip within the first week of having these coilovers put in. I'm hoping and praying that that's not actually the case, and we should be fine. This is my actual vision. I'll hold the camera at eye level so you guys can see. So if I really want to see over it, I have to sit up, and this is like about the height that I can see when I'm sitting up. But it's just something that I'm going to need to get used to, which shouldn't be that bad. Overall, I am so stoked to get started on this full project, because once this is all done, it's going to look absolutely phenomenal. But it is time to head back. And while I was filming outside, there was this lady walking her dog, and she was staring at me like I'm psychotic, but I'm used to that by now. One thing I do still love about this car is the sound. Oh, it sounds so good. Now you can see exactly what I was talking about, of being just able to clear that with the front lip, and yeah, that's not gonna happen anymore. Alrighty guys, that's gonna be a wrap on today's video, but please stay tuned for the install of the coilovers that are sitting back there, because that video is going to be absolutely just insane, and I cannot wait for you guys to see that. But anyways, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.